Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. Thank you for clicking on it. My name is Lincoln. If this is your first time watching, then welcome to the channel. If it's not, welcome back. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the struggles of your first business. And I've been talking about business lately just because I've started one personally. And this is web design. I've just been doing that by myself, trying to get clients and build my business platform. But let's go ahead and get into the topics and the struggles that I wanted to cover today. The first one will be struggling to find clients, and this is the obvious one. I feel like trying to get those first couple clients definitely can be tough if you're a new business and you don't have much experience and much clientele or just people you already know and kind of do business with. Then it can definitely be tough finding those first clients, getting those first contracts or whatever else you're trying to do. And one thing that helped me was reaching out to people that I know, trying to get websites for them and kind of working on websites with them, which has kind of helped me kind of get some of my first clients. And I kind of talked about that in a previous video, and I'll just link it up there for those who don't know. But yeah, definitely the first struggle is finding clients, and definitely can be deflating in a sense because you're trying to start this business, but you kind of want money coming in to validate the idea, validate that company or whatever else you're trying to build. So getting those first clients is definitely a struggle that you're going to have to be prepared for, and I definitely did not prepare myself for that one. I thought it was going to be a little bit easier finding a clientele just because of the market I'm in, but it's actually not as easy as you think. So yeah, that's one of the first struggles that I would recommend that you definitely try and prepare yourself for. The second one is going to be struggling to stay motivated. I think a lot of times we can have really good momentum and we kind of going with the flow and we're going up each step, right? But sometimes you may encounter a misstep and you kind of lose that momentum and you're not as motivated in this idea or this company, and it can kind of be draining to work on it. And that's kind of what I've encountered at the moment, is that yes, I do have this business idea and skills that I'm good at, but I haven't been applying myself fully to it. One, because I kind of lost momentum. I was busy doing other things, and that is an excuse, but it is the truth. That I just kind of been busy working on other things that you may have seen. I've been on trips and other stuff that I do want to bring to you all. So yeah, definitely struggling to stay motivated is something that you may encounter. So just really having that strength and courage to kind of push through to the end until you hit that goal or whatever you are looking for is definitely going to be needed. And I definitely think that it's no problem if you need to take a break from the company or working on this, and if you need to kind of go tackle something else to kind of get that inspiration back or that passion back for this business that you're trying to build, because it's not always going to be sunshines and rainbows. It's going to be some tough days and rainy skies, so you just got to be prepared for that. The third one is going to be kind of linked to the second one, which is kind of staying consistent and just finishing what you start. So if you have this one idea, like in my case for web clients, is this one idea for small businesses. So sticking with that idea and staying consistent with it and not changing it mid development. I think that's kind of something I been trying to figure out, is how I want to cater my business plans to certain audiences. And it's tough to stay consistent with do I want to do this or do I want to do that, and I'm kind of changing my mind. And that's okay for you to change your mind, but I have to stay consistent in what I want to do as a company for my audiences, and just finishing that idea I first had when I was like, yeah, I want to do a business. So that's definitely something you may struggle with or encounter as you kind of have the first business, is setting out what you really want to do and kind of following through on that end. Then the fourth thing is going to be, it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And what I mean by this is some days it's going to be, dark, and you're not sure, what result is going to come from this. This one change here, is this going to make a big difference? And if I reach out to this person and they say no, then then what happens? I think it's just a combination of things that you can kind of get down on yourself, and you're like, well, I'm not really getting anywhere. And that's kind of what I struggle with. I felt like I wasn't really getting anywhere with my company, and I kind of started spending time elsewhere with other things. And it's definitely hard to see the light in the tunnel, but I've been trying to write it out and see the light at the end. And I definitely recommend, if it is something you're very passionate about, then just keep going until you kind of finish. And you might have to be prepared for that. There's going to be dark tunnel, but you may end up at the light, or you may end up stuck in the tunnel. You really never know. So just choose wisely. And then the last struggle that I will be mentioning today is not being sure about certain things, especially if this is your first business. You might not know how to plan things and how you should structure it. And I kind of talked a little bit about this in one of my other videos with how I would structure it, or how I would kind of build my first business. And I definitely recommend that you do a lot of research before going into it. I definitely did. I was researching other web businesses and kind of what they do, the things they offer, and services like that. So I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to offer, what I could service to, what audience I wanted to do. And definitely just gonna probably struggle a lot with your audience, your identity as a brand or company, kind of who you want to work with and stuff like that. So definitely be on the lookout for that one. Definitely can be tough trying to plan a business that you kind of don't know about, or you kind of just starting out for one. So definitely recommend that you look over all of these struggles and kind of incorporate them into your game plan. These are some of the struggles I've been having as of lately, and I'm trying to battle to get to some point that I don't know, but I definitely want to keep working on the business, and getting new clients is something that I really need to stay stronger in, and I want to work on. So just gotta finish where I start and take up my own advice, and we're gonna see what happens. But that is all for this video. If you did like the video, then drop a like and comment and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Have a good one.